Hey everyone, welcome back to Florianopolis. I don't want to upset anyone back home, but it's really warm here. Really warm. Okay, in this edition, we're going to be diving deeper into this amazing island, starting off with the serene beaches, charming neighborhoods, and the great Floripa municipal market. Stay tuned while I stay cool. Our day began at the Pousada Casa da Lagoa, a cozy retreat that made us feel right at home. Over a hearty breakfast prepared by Chris and Laura, the owners, we took a moment to savor the delicious food. Breakfast in Brazil is often a celebration of fresh fruits, pão de queijo, and strong coffee. A perfect start to the day. After breakfast, we chatted with Chris and asked him his recommendations for activities. His passion for Florianopolis shone through as he suggested we visit Daniela Beach. Known for its secluded ambiance, shallow waters, and breathtaking views. With his advice, we set out on another day of discoveries. The drive over to the beach took an estimated 35 minutes. Since we decided to stay in the middle of the island, we generally didn't spend too much time in the car, traveling from one destination to another. The longest stretch of time we spent riding in the car was roughly 60 minutes. That's another advantage to stay in Lagoa da Conceição. Daniela Beach was everything Chris promised, and more. After our experience visiting the busy Joaquina Beach yesterday, we were hoping for more tranquility. Once on site, we saw the quiet stretch of sand, and it felt like a hidden paradise, with calm waters and lush surroundings. This beach is less touristy than others on the island, and the water is quite shallow, making it an ideal spot for those seeking a quieter experience. From my experience visiting Brazilian beaches, I've almost always found a crafty salesperson on the beach. And today was no different, which was good, because I needed some protection from the sun. Yesterday, I spent too much time under the sun, and today I was paying the price. So I opted to buy a hat to properly cover my head, a long-sleeve shirt armed with UV protection, and a pair of sunglasses, cause I forgot mine at the Pousada. So you see, it's not the end of the world if you forget to bring something to the beach, because Brazilians have you covered. After spending a quiet morning at the Daniela Beach, it was time to move on and plan for some lunch. From this location, we ventured to Praia do Forte. We could have easily walked there using the connecting hiking trail, as it would have taken us 30 minutes, but we opted for the 10-minute drive instead. Praia do Forte, or Fort Beach, is known for its historical significance and serene environment. We found a free parking space on the street and decided to have a quick lunch at the Juba kiosk. At the time, they served food in their kiosk and on the beach. However, their status now on Google Maps is permanently closed, which is a shame because their ratings and food were good. Then we were off to discover the Fort Beach. On the way over, we met a talented artisan, crafting intricate crochet pieces. It was cool to witness the local culture that thrives on creativity and community. As we neared the beach, we approached the 18th century fort. It was undergoing renovations at the time, so we couldn't explore the fort fully. The small views that we did see offered glimpses into the area's colonial past. This was quite the scenic area, the old-style houses, the fort, and the tall bamboos. The water here was inviting, and felt as calm as Daniela Beach, but the overcast sky gave the day a dreamy, subdued quality. Despite that, we decided to walk along the beach for a while. We enjoyed watching the floating fishing boats and what appeared to be a local fisherman fixing his gill net or other. Our next stop was Sambaqui, a picturesque coastal village. This spot came highly recommended by a girl Ellie met on the plane, as well as Chris. This quarter is known for its stunning beach views and laid-back vibe. We could see the beauty in spite of the overcast sky. Chris also pointed us to Seu Mané, a beloved ice cream shop. We could tell this was a high-quality gelato place without the use of artificial flavors and preservatives. Truthfully, the flavors here were unlike anything we've ever had before, showcasing tropical flavors and Brazilian ingredients. After a quick visit to the beach, we stumbled upon a short trail leading to a secluded area near the water. This hidden spot was teeming with birds. A haven for wildlife and nature lovers. We imagined how breathtaking it must look on a sunny day. From Sambaqui, we headed to Santo Antônio de Lisboa, which was a short 10-minute drive away. This is one of Florianopolis' most charming neighborhoods, known for its colonial architecture and cobblestone streets. Santo Antônio is a step back in time, where the area is famous for its colorful houses, artisanal shops, and seafood restaurants. Then we walked through the town and admired the blend of history and culture. The place was also filled with artisanal shops. Having now seen it with my own eyes, we concur with Chris and others that Santo Antônio is a must-visit destination when discovering Florianopolis. By the time we got back to the posada, it was dark, and we weren't in the mood to start checking for restaurants, so we decided to return to Rufus, since we enjoyed our first night there. This time, the bar was bustling with people, creating an energetic and lively atmosphere. With great snacks and craft drinks, it was the perfect way to unwind. The next morning started cloudy, and guided by Chris's recommendations, we decided to explore downtown Florianopolis. A short 30-minute drive later, we found a convenient parking spot and set out on foot to discover the downtown core. I felt it was a really cool way to discover downtown Florianopolis. I mean by parking the car in the city and walking to the market. In this fashion, there was a build-up and anticipation which allowed us to be wowed when we arrived at the staircase. The one that overlooked the downtown core. And the beautiful wall art depicting Franklin Cascais. Once a Brazilian researcher, anthropologist, and writer. He dedicated his life to studying and preserving the Azorean culture in Santa Catarina. What an honor it must be to be painted on a large building like that. Our next stop was the public market. There was so much to see, and we weren't sure exactly where to start. We first checked out the vibrant indoor market, where we found the traditional fresh fish. There was also many other specialty stores, selling a variety of products like honey, spices, and other items. The market's history dates back to 1899, and it's a cultural and culinary hub in the city. We soaked it all in as we wandered through the aisles. I couldn't resist browsing the hot sauces and other local delicacies. In our opinion, walking through a local public market is one of the best ways to immerse yourself in the culture of a city or country. Because this way, you'll discover local flavors and cuisine and embrace the daily life of locals. It's also a great way to find handmade goods and connect yourself to its history, as well as meet with locals, enjoy the sights and the smells. Well, the smells in the fresh produce section, not the one in the fish market. Speaking of, just outside, the outdoor market was in full swing, showcasing an array of fresh fruits, vegetables, and local goods. The colors, aromas, and energy of the market was infectious. And a market like this is an amazing place to try a new type of fruit. Why not try a kaki, caju, or jabuticaba, or whichever fruit is in season? After checking out the markets, we took a moment to sample some of the region's snacks. The market is quite large and split up into different sections. In the middle area is where you'll find a large hall filled with chairs and restaurants. When here, we encourage you to roam around and find a place where you can enjoy the local delicacies, like fish or crab cakes, or anything that speaks to you really. As for us, we wanted to try the coxa creme, which you might have seen in one of our other Brazilian vlogs. Oh my god, this is a must try. And we paired this delicious snack with a refreshing glass of caldo de cana, which is sugarcane juice.
I remember having one when we did the free walking tour in Sao Paulo, and it was delicious. And so when I saw the bowl, the machine over here, I said, oh, we have to stop, we have to try one. And oddly enough, they only had one left ready to eat. So let's dig in, right? Nossa.
Is your favorite?
This is caldo de cana, né?
Speaking from experience here, but I find sugarcane juice by itself is quite sweet and heavy. You're welcome to try it as is, but I recommend that you try it with lime juice or any other fruit juice mixture. This way, you still get the taste and sweetness of the sugarcane juice, but in a toned down fashion.
With a bit of lime, so it's a bit easier to drink, sweet, not too sweet, really good.
Quer experimentar esse?
And this is
Bolinho de carne seca.
my god. Wow. It's like potato filling on the side, then you have the chives. So you taste the chives and you get a nice bite of meat. It's really good.
This was a quintessential Brazilian experience we were looking for at the market. With the weather still overcast, we came to terms that it wasn't going to be a beach day, and decided to make it a road trip day, which is when we ventured inland, following a few intriguing leads that we found on Google Maps. We managed to turn the Grey Blah day into a very eventful day. What we found turned out to be interesting island hidden gems, but we'll save those stories for next week's vlog. So make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of it. I don't know about you, but Florianopolis continues to captivate us with its vast activities and cultural richness. Now, stay tuned for next week's vlog, as we still have a few tricks up our sleeves. Ciao!